In this video, I'm going to be building the best possible team with 250,000 MT in NBA 2K23 My Team. This is going to be kind of another really good budget squad, a little bit more MT to spend than my previous video, only doing 100,000 MT. So this squad should be a ton better than the 100,000 team. And if you guys have only 250,000 MT to spend on a squad, I do think this is the best possible team you guys can make. So at the starting point guard position, we're going to be going for one of the best point guards in the game. Like, I think a top 3, top 5 point guard somewhere in that range is actually going to be this guy. Looks up with Drew Holiday, and he's only about 40 to 45,000 MT. He's going to be a 6'5" point guard with a 6'7" wingspan, and we know Drew Holiday gives you some elite defense with a 98 steal, 98 lateral quickness, 98 perimeter with an 85 block, and a 93 interior defense. So, I mean, the card is going to be such a good lockdown point guard. He's got some amazing Hall of Fame defensive badges like anchor, challenger, clamps, glove, menace, pick dodger, and workhorse as well. And then even offensively, it's not like he's a bad card. And I will say the jump shot is a little bit wonky and is a little bit, I guess you could say, hard to green at first and hard to get used to, but I feel like once you get used to his release, because it is super fast, which I feel like is better than being super slow, because once you get used to it, it's actually really good for off the dribble threes, because you can get it off in time, where with most point guards you can't get that release off if you're using a Magic or a Ben or those type of point guards that might have a slower jump shot. So for me, I think Drew Holiday is probably like the 4th or 5th best point guard in the game, and he's only about 40 to 45,000 MT. So he's definitely going to be our starting point guard, starting it off with probably one of the best players on the squad. And then at the shooting guard spot to round off our backcourt is actually going to be Kazi Russell, because yes, Drew isn't the greatest offensive card, so we do want to get, a really good, offensive shooting guard. Now we might be lacking a little bit of size, but you guys will see once we get to the other players on the squad. Our backcourt might be a little bit undersized. You could definitely make the argument for that. If you want to go with a guy like Terry Dishinger and spend an extra 20,000 MT, you can definitely do so. I think that's the better purchase. But for this squad with only 250,000 MT, we kind of had to put that 20K towards somebody else. But I'm just saying, like, if you guys are looking for a better backcourt and you only have to spend an extra 30,000 MT, I would definitely recommend Terry Dishinger, really good offensive shooting guard. But Kazi, if you guys want to build this exact squad, I think yes, might be a little bit undersized, but he's going to give you that really good offense. He's still one of the better offensive shooting guards in the game. He's got a 95 driving dunk, 88 vertical, 93 ball, 90 mid-range, and he's got a great jump shot in my opinion with the LaMelo Ball base, which is one of my favorite bases in my team. And he's also got some elite dribble sigs, the Chris Paul dribble style, De'Aaron Fox size up, and the Kobe escapes. I mean, the card's movement's really good, has a great jump shot, normal leaner, he's got front clutches, he's got some really good dunk packages, and overall he's really good stats and badges wise. The only flaw with our backcourt is going to be our height, but we have pretty good defense with the Drew Holiday. Like, Drew Holiday plays way taller than 6'5" in game. He can guard guys that are 6'7", 6'8", maybe even 6'9". If like he can guard a Magic, I really do think he can guard a guy like Magic Johnson. Now Kazi might be a little bit undersized, trying to guard guys like Terry and those type of shooting guards, but overall I think it's going to be a really good combo in the backcourt of offense and defense as well. And then at our small forward spot to give us that height, to give us that size and a defense, is going to be AK-47. He's only about 15 to 20,000 MT, so super good value for AK-47. He's a 6'9" small forward with a 7-foot wingspan, and he is here to play defense and just give us that height and wingspan we kind of need. He's got a 97 block, 97 steal, 97 lateral quickness, 96 perimeter with a 94 interior defense. Like, he's still one of the best all-around defenders in the game. You could really make the argument he's the best all-around defender, having tons of Hall of Fame defensive badges like anchor, challenger, clamps, glove, interceptor, menace, off-ball pass, and post lockdown as well. And then he's also got Hall of Fame claim breaker and quick first steps. So I mean, it's not like the card's terrible on the offensive end. He's got the MJ dribble style, normal leaner, has a pretty good jump shot, and offensive stats aren't that bad. So all around, he's going to be one of the better small forwards in my team. I'd say probably top 10 small forward, and only goes for about 20,000 MT. And then at our starting power forward position, this is where we might be a little bit undersized. I am going to go for Dolph Schayes. Once again, if you want to spend the extra 20 to 30,000 MT on one single card, and then I do think a guy like Bob Nedelecki would probably be a better upgrade, but I still think Dolph, even though he's 6'8", is so valuable on the court just because of his jump shot and how good he is on the offensive end. He's a 6'8" power forward with a 7'1" wingspan, and this card on the offensive end, let me tell you, man, he is one of the best offensive power forwards in the game. He's got a 93 ball, 93 mid-range, such a good release with that Kyle Kuzma base on quick timing, and then he's also got the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner. So all around, I think Dolph Schayes is still a very good power forward for only about 40,000 MT. MT, maybe 45,000 MT at the most. Going to be a really good power forward next to a guy like Marc Gasol, and that's why Marc's going to be our starting center, because he's going to give us that defense, that height, and kind of the player model we need at the center position, because the squad's a little bit wonky. It's a little bit interesting. We have some guys like Drew Holiday, we have guys like AK-47 who are really tall for their position, you could say, and have really good defense, and then we also have Dolph Chase and Kazi Russell, who are definitely undersized for their position and maybe not the greatest defender. So a little bit wonky of a team here, but I think Marc Gasol is going to be the perfect anchor to the squad, and a guy that just rounds off the starting lineup perfectly, because he's an amazing defender and he's an amazing offensive card as well. He's a 7'1" center with a 7'4" wingspan. You can see he's got a 93 3 ball, 93 mid-range, Hall of Fame catch and shoot, corner specialist, and Hall of Fame limitless range. I mean, the card can space the floor, give us some really good spacing, and then on the defensive end, he's got a 92 block, 96 interior defense, some amazing Hall of Fame defensive badges, and overall, Marc Gasol is one of the better centers in my team, and he's only about 25,000 MT, which is super good value, because on the starting lineup, we got the two defensive guys in Drew Holiday and AK-47, and then we got the two offensive guys in Dolph Chase and Kazi Russell. So I feel like Marc Gasol, you know, being good at both, right, being a good defender and a really good offensive stretch big, I think just kind of rounds off the starting lineup perfectly, especially for only 25,000 MT. I think he's going to be one of the better value cards in my team. And then off the bench, we're going for probably the best budget card in the game, and maybe the best value card in the game, which is going to be Amethyst Penny Hardaway. If you guys know by now, if you've been playing the game since the alternate reality set did drop, you'll know how good this Penny Hardaway is, because he's basically just his pink diamond version, but he goes for 2,000 MT. Like, I'm just going to quickly show you guys. I'm not kidding when I say that. He is legit just his pink diamond version. I mean, obviously same height and wingspan. You look at the stats, the only big difference in the stats is a +7 ball handle. Everything else is +1, +2, +3. So a very minimal difference when we're looking at the stats. And then you go to the badges. If you look at the badge count, I mean, the Amethyst has got 5 more golds, but then 5 less Hall of Fames. But like, the Hall of Fames are like Space Creator, Dimer, Ankle Breaker. Like, the only two that actually matter are Hyperdrive and Killer Combo. So the only difference you're getting between a Pink Diamond Penny Hardaway and an Amethyst Penny Hardaway is Hall of Fame Hyperdrive, Hall of Fame Killer Combos, and then what, +7 ball handle. That's all you get, because the animations are exactly the same. It's not like the, you know, Pink Diamond has this on quick timing. The SIGs are the exact same, the jump shots the exact same. So you're spending 2,000 MT, which is about 50, 60, 70,000 MT less than the Pink Diamond. I'm not exactly sure what the Pink Diamond goes for now, but all around, one of the best value cards in the game, and going to be our backup point guard. And then at the backup shooting guard spot, we're just getting a worse Kazi Russell, which is Pink Diamond Ricky Davis. I mean, he's gone all the way down to 30,000 MT, and he is legit just a worse version of Kazi Russell. And that's not a bad thing, because he is actually 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. So he's going to give us that height, even though he's not as good of a defender as Kazi Russell. He does have the height in the player model. He's a really good, you know, 3 hunter, a guy that's got a great jump shot, pretty good dribble sigs, and all around still gives you some very good offense off the bench next to a guy like Penny Hardaway. And then at the backup small forward spot, we're going for kind of like just an all-around decent small forward, a card that's going to give us solid offense as well, and that's going to be the Pink Diamond Trey Murphy. Obviously, we have to go a little bit budget. He's only about 10 to 12,000 MT, and he's going to be super good value for that price tag. He's a 6'8" small forward with a 7' wingspan, and all around, I feel like this card's nice on the offensive end. He's going to go into the basket with a 98 driving dunk, 97 vertical, and does have a pretty good jump shot and some okay dribble sigs as well. So Trey Murphy, nothing too crazy about the card, but do think he's going to be an amazing backup small forward next to Ricky Davis and Penny Hardaway. And then at our backup small forward, you could honestly make an argument he's better than our starting small forward, or starting power forward, I should say, is going to be the Pink Diamond Amari Stoudemire. I think he's an amazing power forward, especially for only being 20 to 25,000 MT. He's a 6'7" power forward, 6'10" I should say power forward, has a 7'1" wingspan, very good offensive card, 97 driving dunk, 95 vertical, you know, super fast, 90 speed, 90 acceleration. He's got his jump shot on very quick timing, so he's got a great release, and then he's got some amazing dribble sigs. Like, he's literally got some point guard type sigs with the John Wall escape, hardened size up, and the Michael Jordan dribble style. So all around, I think Amari Stoudemire going to be an amazing power forward, especially next to our backup center, which is going to be the Diamond Kristaps, who I forgot to put on my last squad builder video. I needed like a center for like 10 to 15,000. I couldn't think of Kristaps, but he is the perfect option if you guys are looking for a really cheap budget center that's not named that's not named Marc Gasol, because Marc goes for about, you know, 25 to 30,000 MT, where I'm pretty sure Kristaps is like 10 to 15, maybe 20,000 MT at most. But let me know what you guys think about this squad in the comment section down below. Like I always say for these team builders, if you guys have free cards you want to use, obviously make sure to use them. if you have a Kevin Garnett, if you have a Ray Allen, an Andrew Wiggins, a Carmelo, and those cards can all play, you know, in these lineups. So just make sure you guys are adding what free cards you guys feel necessary. If you have a really good shooting guard, you know, maybe you have a Wiggins, he could play over Kazi Russell and then move Kazi to the bench, something like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.